Hey, welcome back. The Icebox brings to you another broadcast of Revelations. I am the most influential speaker from the House of M, where I reveal to you my past week. We got some great reveals today, including it's going to end with another blind pack reveal, but it's not from Shonen Jump because they still haven't restocked those at my comic book store. You'll see it at the end, but we're going to end with that one because it's so exciting. I can't wait to see what we actually get in it. But interesting week nonetheless. I'm going to start right away with this awesome sale that I found out about through my text messaging because I partake in their text message alerts. JoAnn Fabrics. Now, bear with me. JoAnn Fabrics is actually a pretty cool store. So if you're like turning this broadcast of Revelations off because I'm going to be talking about JoAnn Fabrics, bear with me, okay? So I do perler bead creations. I haven't shown any of them recently. I got a ton of designs, and some of them I've actually created as well. But JoAnn Fabrics sells these perler beads that I buy, and they had them on sale this past week, Monday, I believe, and they were 50% off. Now, that's actually a pretty good deal, and I would normally scoop up as many as I can with that sale alone. However, there was also a sale coupon on top of that for an extra 20% off, including sale merchandise. That coupon expired when I went to the store, but thankfully the Queen let me know that Michael's also had that same coupon. So I got it. I went right over there and I picked up a ton of perler beads. You can do the math. They're $3.99 normally. So I got each pack for 70% off. And I spent about $40 worth. So I'm not going to show you all the different colors. I don't need to show you all the different colors, but here's a sample. So each bag of these perler beads, they come in sets of 1,000. I counted them twice just to make sure I didn't get gypped, and each time there was 1,000 exactly beads in here. So anyway, so what is this color? This color is clear blue, one of the newer colors I actually started buying only because this is can be pretty used with like laser beams or a Kamehameha wave or the energy coming off of Super Saiyan God Blue. Also, more immediately, I had an idea of doing Hydro Man for Marvel Comics using this as the water. So anyway, I picked up $40 worth of these things. That was a tremendous deal, 70% off. I am there. Next, I'll go into the comics that I picked up this past week. Some exciting issues. Again, I'm going to be showing you DC books this week. My Marvel stuff comes from Discount Comic Book Service. Maybe I'll do a reveal on one of those boxes when they come in too, so you can see how exciting that is, because it really is. It's like it's a monthly Christmas, you know. But all right, so this first one I picked up is the League of Shadows Part 1. Again, DC Universe's Rebirth Batman Detective Comics issue 951, Shiva the Destroyer. Hey, guess what? No real curl or curve this week. Thank you, Lost World of Wonder. That's exciting. So there's the issue. Again, Batman Detective Comics. There's Shiva. Now check this out. I'm going to get this really close to the camera. So on the team is Clayface. And if I can get my finger, look at what happened to Clayface. At least according to the cover. And the covers are often misleading. Just throwing that out there. But still, a Chinese star right to the forehead. Yeah, Batman, Batwoman are laid out, you know, that's all. But look at that. A star to the head? Jeez, even if you're Clayface, this has got to hurt a little bit. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. DC Universe Rebirth Justice League of America, #1. Now, wait a minute. I watched Revelations last week, and I hope you did, and I thank you for that. Didn't you reveal Justice League of America last week? And I want to say, yeah, I did. But DC Universe has been doing this for all the relaunching titles. They always put out a #1 issue, which is kind of like an intro. And then they do an immediate follow-up of another single issue as well, where the continuing series goes on. So there again, you got Lobo on the cover there. Batman in the background, Vixen, Black Canary. I don't know, a couple of others. I don't know who they are. Again, not a DC guy, but I'm becoming one. Marvel always, through and through. I love my Marvel books. I mean, the amount of Marvel books I get is uncanny. All right, and this last one I picked up from this past week from Lost World of Wonders. DC Universe Rebirth Superman Action Comics number 74, Mild Mannered. Now, this storyline's been going on for a little bit. Ever since this relaunched, Clark Kent has been his own character, and Superman is Clark Kent. Clark Kent is Superman, but there's a Clark Kent in this universe, and we were trying to figure out who the heck it is. So again, cover shows they're going one-on-one. We'll see what actually happens. But Clark Kent taking on the Man of Steel himself. Superman 3 had happened there, and I was cheering Clark Kent on. In this one, though, in this comic book, I'm cheering for Superman because that is my Superman. He's iconic. He's everything that what Superman should be. I'm not too sure about this Clark Kent, but we'll see what happens in this issue. If you haven't gotten it, I highly recommend most of the DC titles, especially the ones that I reveal in Revelations. This past week also brought me to Brookfield, and there's a Toys R Us out there near their mall, so I had to stop by, of course, and I'm glad I did. There's a lot of good sale prices there, like half off, buy one get one half off, that kind of thing. But these characters, I should say character, were half off, and they're normally was it half off? They're better. I think it was better than half off because they're $15, $15, and they're only $5.49. Maybe they're 70% off. I can't do the math for you. Usually I'm pretty good, but I'm not going to do it right now. But maybe they're 70% off. So I picked up two of these guys, and they're the same character. Bear with me. It's just a sickness that I have that I sometimes buy two of the same figure. And ideally in my head I'm saying open one so you can enjoy it. But these are action figures, kid. You're 39 years old. Why are you still playing with action figures? You know what? I just do. Anyway, so I bought two of this, and they're the what do you call them? Hero mashers. Jeez, hero mashers where you can actually take you can take the limbs off of these characters, even heads, and put other characters on there. So if you had a Stormtrooper or C-3PO, Greedo, Chewie, you could take their arms off and heads off and put them on Darth Maul's body. And have lots of hero mashing fun. Look at the sample over there, Boba Fett with a Jedi lightsaber, as if. That'd be cool, actually. He's got General Grievous's body there. Anyway, so this is Darth Maul, obviously after he got cut in half from Phantom Menace by Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he had mechanical legs put onto his rest of his body. You can see it play out in Clone Wars on Netflix. They also got this part, this part of his leg, which is more like a big spider-esque kind of thing. So you just see more of his spider legs down here too. But those would come off, so you could take off that thing right there and put on his spider base, and he can be all kinds of cool. So I'm not lying. There's one, there's two. Yes, I got two Darth Mauls for $5.49 a piece. Yeah, I should open one, right? But I haven't yet. So we'll see. All right, so I also went to Target this past week too, and I'm still trying to find the rumored lions that are out there so I can one day form Voltron, Lion Force Voltron. You've seen it on a past episode. I got finally the black lion. Well, I should have picked them all up when I saw it because since then I have not seen many Voltron toys out there. They're always empty pegs. So they're being sold out really fast. So I should have bought them all out when I had the chance. But I didn't because, hey, money is tight. But you have money to buy two Darth Maul figures? Yeah, you're right. I do. But anyway, let's not go there right now. So my quest continues. And this week I got the blue lion. I'm trying to find out. There you go. I got the blue lion. So look at that. Fire Ice Ray. Isn't that an oxymoron? Pretty sure it is. That qualifies as an oxymoron. Fire, Ice Ray. Don't get hit with that, folks. Voltron, defender of the universe. Long ago, a mighty robot warrior, Voltron was created to protect the galaxy from evil. Now, 5 young heroes must master the power of the Voltron Lions to defeat the Galra Empire and restore peace. I wish I could restore peace, but I can't. Voltron Force, that's why we have them. All right, the last item up, up for bid. No, the last item is my blind pack reveal. Again, sorry, not shown in Jump. I see them on Amazon, and I've been told they're sold at Best Buy as well. I'm not a Best Buy frequenter, though. I work near one. I should just stop on my way home, but I'm too busy catching Pokemon on my way home. What? You drive and catch Pokemon Go? There's an alert that says don't play Pokemon Go and drive. Who said I was driving? But that's what keeps me busy. This one is Heroclix, another passionate game that I love. But this one is from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder's Return. Heroclix. There's some samples of what the figures kind of look like in the back there. Leo, Raph, Donnie, Mikey in the bent up corner there. So you can collect them all. I wish I could collect them all. So each one of these packs contains a pre-painted collectible miniature game piece per foil pack. It's a top-selling collectible, in case you didn't know. It's from a top-selling collectible miniature game. It's an Origins Award winner. This is Series 3, so I must have missed Series 2. I got a few of them from Series 1. This Series 3 also came out with a starter set that had like the turtles, but also had the human forms of Bebop and Rocksteady. Looks really cool. I think it's at my comic shop, Lost World of Wonders, for only $16. I think it's $16. On a slow week, which was probably this past week, I should have picked it up then. I'll probably pick it up to play with those guys too, and that is awesome. Heroclix is fantastic. Oh my god, I love playing that game. We get into some epic battles and role play. To be perfectly honest, I mean, there's a lot of characters that I have, and when we're playing, I voice a lot of those characters quite a bit. Last week, you heard my Panthro voice, and we know how stellar that went over. I have other voices too. All right, so let's see how easy this pack is to open here. There's a little seal there. Comes off quite easily. Thank you for not embarrassing me on my own show, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Heroclix blind pack. Let's look at the card first. Oh, interesting. Well, it's not to die for, but this character is, I got a Mohawk Punk. That's as generic as you can get, people. Mohawk Punk. He's from the 1987 animated series. I don't know. I think he's just a thug. He has to be a thug because his point value is only 15. So he starts with a foot of 7. Now that means he can move 7 squares on the game board at a time. His fist, which is like how strong he is, starts at a 9. And he's got blades and claws. So blades and claws is actually pretty cool. Blades and claws is, on this for Mohawk, it's called "We're Going Medieval on Your Butt." Also referred to as blades, claws, and fangs. Anyway, what you do is when you attack your opponent, you roll the dice, and if you successfully hit them, you roll the dice again, and one die. And if whatever you roll, 1 through a 6, that's how many clicks of damage you inflict on your opponent. So it's actually pretty cool for a thug, for a 15-point thug. That's actually pretty cheap and well worth it in my opinion. Defense, average. He's a human. He's just a thug. 16 defense, no color. Damage. He starts with 1 damage. Next dial's get a little interesting. He has blades and claws throughout his entire duration of his dial, but get this, he only has 3 clicks of damage. So his 4th click, you've beaten him. But his last 2, that's not, I thought it was Perplex. It's not even, it's called Battle Flurry. So his damage is orange on the last 2 clicks of his dial of his life. And it's called, who you calling a punk? And it's called Battle Flurry. And that just means he can't be mind controlled or controlled by other figures. Can't be carried or flown either. His foot, for the first 2 dials, I skipped this, as I said, was 7 inches, or 7 squares. And he's got plasticity. They call it mob mentality. Basically, he can break away on a roll of anything but a 1. Yeah, 2 through 6? I think so. But he can break away easily. So if he's engaged in battle, you roll to break away. Normally it's a 4, 5, 6. He just can't roll a 1, and he can break away with this guy. I'm pretty sure that's what the power is. Otherwise, yeah, look at that. All his dial, he's got 3 clicks, and the rest of him he's KO'd. Huh, interesting. All right, so let's look at the figure. So the figures come in these little blister packs here. Very nice. It protects the figure pretty decently. Back in the day when these things first came out, they were all they still sell them in like these rectangular box tubes. but they weren't nearly as well packaged as they are now. They took a lot of time, and that's probably why the price increased too. Well, the price increases because people like me buy them. Crying out loud! All right, so there's the figure, and let's see if they're line 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4 clicks, he's dead. So we'll put him on his starting line, and we'll show you that guy right there. Mohawk, what's his name? Mohawk Thug? Mohawk Punk. Sorry, excuse me. So it's actually really cool, a pretty looking figure. He's got an awesome sword there, like He-Man-esque power chest. He's got black pants and some boots and a mohawk. Looks pretty good, eh? I don't know. I like it. Again, I was hoping for, a shredder or a turtle even, but these thugs, not that bad. If you get them, if you get enough of these guys, you can also build a little army of these guys. And I love playing numbers. And again, this one, especially with Blade's Claws throughout his entire dial, all 3 clicks of them, worth it for only 15 points. This is a definite asset to any team. Pretty cool. Mohawk Punk. All right, that's it. So I just want to remind you guys that you can find us find us on our social media events. They're animating in the corner right over there, but I'm going to read them out to you as well. You can find us on Twitter at IceboxCast. That's probably the best thing to do. Follow us on Twitter because that's where I tweet anytime we launch one of these episodes, any kind of comic news when I can. And also when we put out our podcasts, that's where I start the feed as well. So follow us on Twitter. That'd be awesome. You can find us on YouTube, which is what you're watching, hopefully, this on right now. But we're on YouTube as IceboxCast. It's 2 words there. Gmail and Hangouts, we're at iceboxcast@gmail.com. Instagram and Snapchat, we're both, our username is still IceboxCast. Follow us on there. I love sending pictures of what I'm actually doing. And I take a lot of pictures of comics, figures, and all those cool things, toys and everything, like movie clips and stuff like that. Follow us on Snapchat. We're actually pretty cool. Instagram, same kind of thing. I post a lot of pictures of the comics we're reading, pop culture, movie stuff, and Pokemon Go. I even post on there about that. So pretty interactive on Snapchat and Instagram. So follow us on there, please. That'd be awesome. If you're interested in our podcast, you can find us on SoundCloud as Icebox and iTunes also as Icebox. I haven't put out an episode maybe in a month and a half. But I'm trying to plow away. I'm trying to promote the Revelation show as well. So my podcasts are still out there. Diggs will be back on those as well. But yeah, for now you can see the episodes we do have on there on SoundCloud and iTunes. So that's pretty much it. That's been my week so far. Looking forward to next week. So until next time, hey, don't lose your smile. Bye.